Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today's video is not the typical hashtag Friday Sews video. Today I am participating in hashtag Precious Fabric 24. So if you are interested in seeing a little bit of my precious fabric and what I made with it, stick around. If you are new to my channel, if you've stumbled upon my video because you're following along with hashtag Precious Fabric 24, may I say welcome to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you will nose around my channel, get to know me a little bit, and consider subscribing. This is a sewing channel, mostly garment sewing, but I do like to sneak in a little bit of crochet and a little bit of quilting along the way. So welcome. If you're already a friend of mine, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for your friendship and for sticking with me video after video. This is a hashtag Precious Fabric 24 video. By now, you all have probably heard about this challenge that's going on here in the month of September. I am almost the last one, almost. Don't forget to go back through the vlogging tour and watch all of the other amazing vloggers who are making videos. Yesterday was Karen from Karen Francis. I will link her video down below for you. She made a beautiful garment. I'm not going to give away what she made, but the fabric is absolutely gorgeous. So definitely go check out Karen's channel. And tomorrow is our favorite Inside the Hem, Lindsey from Inside the Hem. She is such a gem in the sewing community. I'm sure you know all about her. I love watching her first impression videos. Love going to her first to look at all the new patterns. So definitely check out Lindsey from Inside the Hem tomorrow. Like I said, you probably have heard about this challenge. This is put on by Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery. I don't need to introduce Whitney to you. Everyone probably knows her already. And if you're like me, she was one of the first sewing channels that you stumbled upon, one that you find yourself going back to all the time for tutorials and great inspiration. So Whitney is putting on this really great challenge here in September, and I wanted to jump on board because I have a very large stash, and I actually have a lot of precious fabric within my stash, fabric that I am scared of, fabric that I don't want to cut into, fabric that I kind of just like to look at instead of actually use. So in today's video, I'm not going to show you all of my precious fabric. If you're interested in that, definitely subscribe. I will be doing a video about my precious fabrics soon. I'll take an entire video just to show you some beautiful fabrics, but for sake of time today, I'm going to show you the two that I used to make my garment, which is behind me. The first one is a sweatshirting fabric that I picked up from a local fabric shop to me. The University of Sewing in Bloomington, Indiana has beautiful fabrics, wide variety of quilt fabric, but they also have garment fabric as well. Now their garment fabric is quite expensive. I believe I paid upwards of $20 a yard for this sweatshirting, but it is beautiful sweatshirting, has kind of a fuzzy backing to it. Definitely warm and cozy for those fall and winter months. I am definitely in the fall mood. I'm in the mood to sew for fall, so that has very much influenced what fabric I have chose from my precious fabric stash and the direction that I went with my make. So this is the first fabric, precious to me because I love it so very much. I've had it for a couple of years now, and it was quite expensive. Moving on to the other precious fabric that I used in this make is this gorgeous poppy sweatshirting from Beyond the Pink Door. Do I need to even tell you why it's precious to me? I am located here in the States in Southern Indiana, so getting any fabric from Beyond the Pink Door from the UK is precious to me. Cost me a lot to get it here, and I have been hoarding it like a dragon. So I actually have 2 meters of this beautiful, kind of a turquoise mint background floral sweatshirting fabric. It has a fuzzy backing as well It's probably a little bit lighter than the University of Sewing fabric, but definitely still as warm. So this has turned into a warm make, very much needed in the winter months. It's probably even a little bit too warm for our early fall days here, but I loved this sweatshirting fabric. Definitely a precious fabric of mine. Now this is what I have left over. Obviously I have my make behind me, so I do have a lot of this fabric left. Plenty to get another garment for me with some color blocking, or for my little girl. What's left of this fabric from my make is not near as much. Probably just enough here to get a little sweatshirt for my little girl Addie out of that. That's coming up in the future. So let's get into my make. My strategy for this precious fabric challenge was to go for a pattern that I knew and loved. Y'all might actually recognize this. If you followed me since last fall, you will probably recognize this pattern. I adore this pattern so much. This is one of those sleeper patterns, one that you might go by in the pattern books or in the pattern drawers and just not really think about. But this, my friends, is an amazing pattern. This is Simplicity 9240. This is probably my 5th version of this sweater. I made 3 as Christmas presents. I think I have 2 or 3 downstairs in my drawer. So I wanted to go back to this pattern. This is one of my favorite sweatshirt patterns of all time. This pattern comes in sizes extra small through extra large. Now it is a unisex pattern. You do have the same pattern pieces for men or women. So I think this pattern runs large. I made the size extra large, and I did change my seam allowance to a 1/4 inch seam allowance just to give myself a little bit more room. I feel like that size is more like a 2X. I feel like when you get a unisex pattern like this, the women's sizes especially are going to be oversized. The make that you make, if you're making it for a woman, it's definitely going to feel a little bit oversized. I love that about this pattern. Let me show you the line drawings. You do have a raglan sleeve. I love raglan sleeves so much. They're fun to sew and they're very flattering on the shoulders. I have quite broad shoulders, and I was worried about how a raglan sleeve would work, but actually it looks really good. I love the look there on the shoulders. Very easy make. You do have pockets in this pattern. They give you a pocket pattern piece, and they walk you through how to put the pockets in. Very simple. Now what I've done a little bit different is to kind of jazz up this pattern. I've made several simple versions here, and when in discussion with my friend Agata from In Agatha's Cottage, she suggested that I do a little bit of color blocking, get a little bit outside the box with my color blocking. So I went to Pinterest and I found this picture right here, and this inspired me. It inspired me to take this concept, this design, and see if I could make it work for this pattern. And I did get it to work for this pattern. I love it. Let me turn Bernadette here and we can look at these sleeves a little bit more. I really love what I've been able to do with these sleeves. I'm calling this look kind of like a varsity look. For some reason, it reminds me of like football season and high school. I don't know what the real style is, but that's kind of what I think about it. It is very popular right now. It's quite trendy. I'm in those oversized sweatshirts, and I'm finding a lot of this design there on Pinterest and in other places that I looked for design ideas. So what I ended up doing is taking the sleeve pattern piece and just hacking it apart. I'm gonna pop a picture up here of what I did with these sleeves. I started out by holding up the pattern piece to my own arm, and I knew that I wanted this bottom here to land about my elbow. So I was kind of doing a little bit of rough sketching on the pattern piece to see where I wanted to cut it apart. Ended up cutting it into 5 sections, and I wanted to do some color blocking that kind of mimics that Pinterest photo, that Pinterest inspiration. So the fabric that I inserted here is a rib knit from Hobby Lobby. I have a lot of this in my stash. I really like the texture I'm going to insert some closer up photos for you. You can see that with the texture of that rib knit and then the top stitching that I made sure that I added in there, it really gives a 3D appearance, some really great texture on the arms of this, and I think that really elevates this whole garment. It makes it look very much ready to wear with this trendy design. Otherwise, made the shirt like I normally do. You have a front and a back. You have a waistband here, which I've done also in that red fabric. Arms have cuffs here at the bottom. Really nice way to finish off a sweatshirt. I'm just in love with the overall look. I really do feel like the garment is a work of art, and I'm very proud of it. For me, this is a perfect use of these precious to me fabrics. This is something that I'm going to reach for time and time again here in the late fall and winter time when it gets really cold outside. I'm going to be wearing this all the time. It definitely lends itself to me. I love the colors. I love the pop of floral fabric there on the shoulder. That's something that I really, really love. And I really wanted to go the route with my precious fabric of something that I would love and wear all the time. Stick around till the end of the video and I will pop up some photos and a little bit of footage of me wearing the garment. I did style it how I would wear it on a normal day, so not too fancy, very casual, but that is what my life as a busy working mama calls for right now, so definitely stick around for photos at the end. And that is my hashtag Precious Fabric 24 reveal. This was so much fun. Thank you so much, Whitney, for creating this fun challenge and really getting us to take a hard look at our beautiful precious fabrics and make something that we love with. Like I said, don't forget to check out all the other amazing vloggers on this hashtag Precious Fabric 24 vlogging tour. There are some amazing makes out there. And don't forget to post your precious fabric make to Instagram by September 30th to enter into this challenge. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.